protein and amino acids and why you should be supplementing with both. Your protein intake should mainly come from whole foods, but you should also use whey. Protein is the main energy source for your body, and it is so important to maintain healthy muscle, for energy, and for your overall health. Protein is 4 more times effective than carbs, fats, sugars. If you eat a steak, only 25% of that steak is going to be actual protein. The other 75% is going to be micronutrient, water, fat, and then about 12% of that 25 is going to be the amino acid profile. And when you take a whey protein isolate, if it says it's 30 grams of protein, it's actually 30 grams of protein. If you take an amino acid supplement and it says 10 grams of protein, it is actually 10 grams of protein. All of those 10 grams are of the pure amino acid profile. Even though you should be eating whole foods so that you can get macronutrients, you're really eating those foods for the micronutrients. And it's why supplementation is so helpful for reaching your health goals. As we age, our ability to digest the proteins goes down. Our sensitivity to the essential amino acids in that protein, our ability to stimulate new protein synthesis goes down. We are made up of proteins. Our skin, our hair, our muscles, our liver, our kidney, heart, even things like hormones and enzymes. And how protein works in nature is that it breaks down fairly quickly, which is why you need to constantly be replenishing your body with more. When you eat protein, half of it is going to be peed out and the other half is going to stay around and try to build new amino acids and proteins, hormones and cells, etc. So imagine if you peed some out, you have less than what you did have, which is why we have to eat protein constantly to replenish what we've lost so that those amino acids and proteins can rebuild the cells in our body. If you think about aging, if your body is not able to absorb and use those nutrients that you're trying to give it, that is why you get the saggy skin. That is why you lose your muscle. That is why you lose your hair. That is why your brain isn't working like it used to. And when eating protein, your source really does matter. A steak is better than bacon, but whey protein is also better than plant-based proteins. Plant-based proteins are really high in heavy toxic metals because they have to use so much of that plant in order to achieve the protein profile. They have to boil that large amount of the plant down, and that is what causes the high concentrated levels of the heavy toxic metals, and that is why the plant-based proteins are not as healthy as animal-based proteins. But if you are someone who is not going to eat animal-based proteins based on religious or personal preferences, then you need to especially be getting in your amino acids. Because the amino acids have the full 9 essential amino acid profile to heal your body.